Hi, it's me, Jordan Long here, and today I'm going to talk about this, one thing that I think really need to be talked about. Alright, since this is my YouTube channel, on my YouTube fairway, and as long as I'm following the YouTube followership oversight, YouTube webstead oversight, YouTube ownership law, well, which is more of that, then making a remake on a remake is my own business. So, I have made this film many times on YouTube talking about how some folks believe that the film shifting tools, either being Microsoft or Apple, or either be ArcSoft or Cyberlink or Sony Vegas or Mackie Cam or Last Cut, how they all are going to say, oh, shifting is your friend. Well, only if if it was a friend who had a handicap, or a friend that had some weakness, and that weakness or handicap, whatever you want to call it, end up being cutting out things out of your film. And we talked about that so many times, it's not even funny. So that's why I don't do it. Now, there are going to be some folks in this. Now, there are going to be some folks in this world, and I made this film a long time ago, probably around 2010, or something like that. All I know is that I was over McKeesport Stead at the time, and I was this far eastern Filipino doll at the time, and Wade Barrett was in the film at the time. And we all know what it was, right? It was about bullying, and how some hater out there saying, "Oh you can't, you mistaking scavers for bullies." Well, yeah, well, the way you folks go by doing it, it's not scaving, it's besmirching. That's how they used to be like, you know. So, anyway, so today's like, be like shifted over so we can like do this. Well, Jordan, you hadn't had me on your YouTube fairway in a long time. Probably going back to the first day, going way back. Yeah, and I know what the film was too. It was me talking about haters out there who believe that, oh, we're only scathing you for the way you behave. Well, and the truth is, they would besmirch you because they would make up stuff about you. They'd make fun of you and put you down, and then they'd say, "Oh, that's scathing." Yeah, and I could think back that some creep out there wrote something like, "There's an unlikeness between bullying and scathing and besmirching." Well, a lot of them out there, that's what they did. A lot of them would besmirch you and then seek to pass off their besmirching as scathing when they couldn't come up with anything about you. Yeah, and what are they doing these days? Nothing. And here you are, 7 years later, you got a YouTube fairway who's about 7 years old. Even though YouTube made a mistake on what year and month that you set it up, but it's about 7 years. And what are they doing? Nothing. Yeah, you're right about that. They're doing nothing, you know. And here I am, doing something. So yeah, as you all know, Wade Barrett is back in WWE, back on NXT again. Well, when he first started out, he was on NXT, and then he went to Raw, and then he went to SmackDown before they Well, before they ended the first draft, before they ended the first Brannual extension, the first show cut off, and then he's back on NXT now. So, and a lot of folks might say, yeah, what happened to his fingers? Well, some of them may have gotten cut off when he was put in that chest a long time ago, but it's the only Wade Barrett I have, so I gotta do what I gotta do. Yeah, you got that right. I am back in WWE, and you know, and another thing, Jordan, you forget that day. Well, the same day you got me from Walmart, the same day you came. Yeah, I know, when I was this small Far Eastern Filipino doll, and that was the same day. Yes, it was. And you never had me on your YouTube fairway after that. No, because I didn't know where I put you after all those years. And on top of that, you're doing NXT too. Yeah. In WWE, I'm working with Vic Joseph and Beth Phoenix. And at TWF, I'm working with Gene Okerlund and Trini Kwan. So, yeah. I guess it kind of works out that way. So yeah, don't be putting yourself down or your work down. Don't be talking about any of the creeps from the past. What you should be talking about is the upcoming and all the things that are gonna happen to your YouTube fairway. You've been through a lot. Yeah, I don't talk about them anymore, or I seek not to talk about them anymore, is what I should say. But every once in a while, I do like to talk about it. Oh, I'm sure you can come up with a lot of things to talk about, Jordan. You did. Like, like yesterday when you talked about how Burger King, made a mistake on your food. So, yeah, you can talk about a lot of things. You don't have to talk about them. Because that's what they would want. Guess you're right about that, Wade Barrett. Yeah, I am right about that, Jordan. I am. Oh, sad for that yawn. Forgive me for that yawn. Well, I gotta be going. Power Rangers Beef Morphers or Strength Keeper Fiend Shifters is gonna start up about 8. And I gotta, do all the things I gotta do before that. So, I'm Jordan Long, and I hope you like this film.